Hello and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I hope that you are feeling well today. If you are new here, welcome in. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're watching this on the replay, know that you are going to have just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. But if you would like to join me live, go ahead and check out that description box below. It has all of my regular days and times. I'm here 5 times a week, every week, same days, same times. And I do sprinkle in some extra streams here and there. If you want to be notified of those as they happen, go ahead and click the notification bell and you will get a notification every time that I'm sending some healing live. And for those of you who are new, go ahead and check out the chat box. I invite you to go ahead and request any specific healing that you might have. The first half of our time together is going to involve building a crystal grid to support the requests of everyone that's here. And so you can request specific crystals or a specific theme for your healing, and I can pick the crystals for you. After we put together our crystal grid, I'll break for a moment and explain what Reiki is for those who are new to the concept. And then for the rest of our time together, I will turn down the lights, turn up the music, and send healing to you wherever and whenever you happen to be. If you'd like to learn more about my online Reiki classes, my social media, my free online Discord, or my crystal shop, all of that info is in the description below. So let's go ahead in and see what everyone has requested so far in the chat. Hello everybody, welcome in and welcome back. So good to see you all again. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, hello Jen. Martha, good to see you. Future someone. Susan, welcome back. I hope you're feeling well. Absolutely, we can support those things. So we're going to go ahead and go right into starting to build the crystal grid. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera over. Okay, so here we go. I've started us off with some copper because copper, as it moves electricity, it also moves energy. And so it's a wonderful addition to really any kind of Reiki healing. So let's see what we got. Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, Vincent, welcome back in. Good to see you again. Martha, I'm so glad to hear that Cosmo's doing well. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, that's such good news. Cosmo the cat is cancer-free. I love hearing that. I love it. Okay, so let's dive on in. I'll start grabbing some crystals per your requests. So far, we've got Future Someone, Leopardskin Jasper, Blue Lace Agate, Sapphire and rhodonite. Gotcha. And I will walk us through what all of those are for. You would like the same as Future Someone? Absolutely. Hey, Future Someone and I often end up like at the same moment thinking exactly what to put on the grid. Yay for Cosmo. Cora Carr, welcome back in. Good to see you. Thanks as always for the support. Okay, so let's go ahead and start making some requests. Let's put these out here. So, where do I want to start? Let's start with Leopardskin, Jasper, and Sapphire. So this is rough sapphire. Sapphire is a great stone to work with if you're looking to enhance your intuitive abilities and your psychic connections. This is an excellent stone for anyone who's working to kind of strengthen the energy of their intuitive abilities and get bigger messages through. It can be a little ungrounding. If you tend towards that, definitely use some grounding stones in your healing as well. But basically, I like to think of it as like the rocket fuel of psychic stones, in a sense. It can be a wonderful stone to work with when you are doing any kind of intuitive pursuits, mediumship, anything like that. I love working with it alongside things like leopardskin jasper because it can be so helpful for that. and Susan. Okay, and Jennifer. Yep. I'm so graceful. I went ahead and dropped one of these on the floor. I will find it later, but I will go ahead and put these in the grid. This is leopardskin jasper, and much like the name would suggest, it's got these beautiful round markings on it. Leopardskin jasper is something I use to connect with animal spirits, like our animal guides. So if you're looking to connect with your animal spirit guides or work with the animal kingdom at all, leopardskin jasper can absolutely support that connection. It's an intuitive stone, yes, but it tends to be a much more grounding intuitive stone than, say, sapphire might be. Okay, good. Good, good. I see some other good requests. We've also got rhodonite. So this is a good stone of overcoming painful emotions to open our heart again. So it can help with some of the stages of grief. It's one of the exceptional stones for, say, a breakup, anything like that. It's also great for things like allergies, asthma, anything having to do with the lungs. And I know so many of us that are struggling with allergies this time of year, at least in this hemisphere. It's also one of the stones that I use to balance the yin and yang. Yin and yang, we can think of them as masculine and feminine energy, which we all have, but sometimes they can be a little out of balance. In a little bit more of an exact sense, yang is action energy. It's like energy in movement. Yin is more the passive, restorative energy. An imbalance in either direction isn't great. So this is one that can really help to kind of harmonize that. If you tend to have trouble sitting still, or if you tend to have trouble getting up and getting going, this might be a good stone to give a little attention to. Immune support. Hey Karen, I hope you're well. Immune support, you got it. Okay, rutilated quartz, opal, emerald, citrine. Citrine for manifesting that money. It does indeed make the world go round. Here we go, natural citrine. It's also, as I was saying earlier at the 4 o'clock stream, this stone is, if you have it, keep it nearby. Next week, week and a half. This particular full moon that we had earlier this week, on Tuesday of this week, it's one that really gives us a lot to think about, to work on. What is the motivator behind what we want? Whether it's intuition or our logic, is it our fear? Is it our guides whispering in our ear? There's a lot of ways that can show up. This can really help with, wait, am I listening to my feelings, my intuition, or the facts, logic? This is a great stone for right now. Let's see. Dana, good to see you. Removing obstacles and blockages. Gotcha. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. garnet, pyrite, okay, garnet, and I think we have pyrite right here. There we go. Blue lace agate. This helps with any kind of difficult communication, difficult expression, something that it can be challenging for us to express and share with the world. Any kind of difficult like conversations too. So not just, it doesn't just help the expression through the throat and out, but it can help us somewhat to kind of not just hear the words someone's saying, but to really bring it in and consider it a little bit. It's also great for sore throats. Garnet is a stone that helps us get into that executive function place, planning, coming up with priorities, and following through. Very much a Capricorn stone. It's Capricorn's birthstone. I'm glad you're here with us too. Loving this community that's popping up here. Loving it very much. Okay. Rutilated quartz. This is a good one for immune system as well as, which was one request, but also specifically Cora Carr had requested rutilated quartz. It helps to balance the mind, but it also helps to focus energy, and it can help focus the mind as well. This is a stone that I often use, and we used it a lot during like some of the peaks of COVID. This can really help afterwards, like when you're getting better afterwards, to kind of give your immune system a boost and give you some energy after, but also before, to kind of help give us a little bit more energy, give us a boost energy-wise, so that we can hopefully keep from, contracting it in the first place. It's of course not the only thing that will work. There's lots of options, but this is one, like, why not hedge your bets? Why not also use the crystals? Okay, so there's some rutilated quartz. Pyrite is very protective. It can also help things like fever, or it's been used as that for quite some time, like hundreds, maybe thousands of years for that. This is another intuitive stone as well. I feel like this one, just like a sapphire, can strengthen that connection between you and the intuition, the messages coming through. That kind of does it in this very strong, open kind of way. Pyrite is a little bit more reserved and a little bit more like clarifying. So they can work really well together. This is also a great stone if you're someone who struggles with your intuition impacting your sleep patterns or your quality of sleep. Awesome. Emerald can help with healing as well. It's one that I use quite often in here to help with healing tissue, like skin and soft tissue, especially after surgeries and things like that. But it's also wonderful for the heart chakra, this like beautiful deep green. And this is actually what emerald looks like when it's rough, when it's not the pieces that would be cut very pristinely and polished by a jeweler. It looks like this, much like how sapphire would look like that. So let's go ahead and bring some of this in. know we had a request to bring up the energy and another specific one for immune system boost. This is what I wanted to bring in for the immune boost. This is mookaite, or Australia jasper. Mookaite is a stone that helps decision making and also can help strengthen us from like the root chakra up. It's thought to be really good for things like immune function and a little bit too for digestion, like quite a bit too for digestion. So I'll bring these guys in. Let's bring in these two. Chevron Amethyst, you got it. This guy here is a Chevron Amethyst that's been tumbled. So I can bring this in. And let me see. We want to really bring up the vibes here for Susan's house. Really, like the quickest high vibe one I would say would be Sapphire, but I feel like there's other ones I want to add there. Let me see. How about some selenite right there in the middle? I am going to go and get a little bit more Chevron Amethyst, and before I do that, I'm going to make sure that I didn't miss any. Removing blockages. Let's do some smoky quartz for removing blockages. This one's excellent at removing blockages and protecting, and this is great at transmuting energy too. So Susan, this might be great for boosting the energy of your house. Actually, let's put these. I have a couple of crystals that I think would be perfect for us that I'm just going to go excuse myself for a moment and go grab. So chat amongst yourselves. Hello, Heart. Good to see you again. Chat amongst yourselves. I'm trusting you to hold down the fort, y'all. Tension headache, yes. know I have the perfect thing. Actually, blue lace agate would be the perfect thing for tension headache. And that's here. So that will help. So we'll set the intention that it also help with that. Cool. All right. Trusting you, trusting you all to watch the shop while I step away and go grab us something. And I think I know where it is. I'll be right back. Thanks for waiting. Okay, so last one, and then I'll go ahead and I'll pick on someone's first to vote on. But I did actually just, I have a whole rigmarole for my crystal shop. For crystals that I bring in, I always let them sit on sea salt and Epsom salt for at least 2 weeks before I even Reiki them and wash them and put them away and list them and all of that good stuff. Both for the center. This is some that came in just a few weeks ago. So they're just like fresh off the salt, fresh from being Reiki today. And they are some Chevron Amethyst. One of them broke, so it's going to be for us to use in the grid, because it must just mean to be for us. So let's see. Let's take these guys. So these are Chevron Amethysts. Tuck these in here. And while a few of these will be for sale, I'm going to go ahead and put a few of them, I'm going to put a couple of them in the grid tonight just so we can really get them some good Reiki and enjoy them. Actually, because they're double terminated, I kind of want to do this. Double terminated really helps move the energy in both directions. Let's use one more. There we go. Awesome. So we have all of that Chevron Amethyst running back and forth. We have these guys here to help ground it just a bit. And let's go ahead. And now I'll pick some stones for us to vote from. So this should absolutely help us with lifting and raising the energy of Susan's house. Absolutely. So let's see what we got. Yeah, everyone say hi to Martha. She just got her Reiki one recently, like last week. So let me pick out some stones for us to vote between to finish off the grid, and then I'll explain what Reiki is, and then we'll get into the healing. Oh, opal. That's what we were missing, was opal. Fire opal. Martha, a lot of my students are in here too, so say hi to the family. Okay. First one I want to have us vote on is yellow quartz, or yellow calcite rather. Yellow calcite, I just feel like there needs to be some happy in here. So here is some happy yellow quartz, or yellow calcite. Calcite's also wonderful as it is calcium. It's great for the bones, and I could use all the help I can get with my bones. Let's see. And what's the other one that jumps out? The other that jumps out is dalmatian jasper. This is really great to kind of like deep clean the stuff that we want to let go of. It's clearing for the aura. Basically, black tourmaline helps to disperse or push away, repel negative energy. And these spots are actually long rods of black tourmaline running through jasper, and in this case it's white jasper. Dalmatian jasper can come in almost any arrangement of colors. So, hey Grace, it's good to see you. And yeah, so this could be a great one to help us like clear our aura, leave the past behind. And a lot of us are dealing with some serious transformation energy right now astrologically. So either one of these would be perfect. I'm going to let y'all go ahead in the chat. Go ahead and vote on which you would like. Yellow calcite, dalmatian jasper. I have no idea which it will be, and I'm going to quickly explain Reiki for those who are new here, and then we'll go right on into the healing. So enjoy the convo, y'all. So yeah, I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I've had the honor and privilege of teaching Reiki for about 13 years, and I get to hang out with my students on YouTube now. This is so groovy. If only you had told me like in 2008 that this could be like a thing, I would have been so happy. But in any case, I'm really happy to see y'all here. So here we are doing some Reiki, and the style of Reiki that I work with the most is Usui Reiki. This is a practice that comes from Japan, and while cultures globally have understood there to be energy and basically a force that kind of exists beyond our ability to see it or hear it, but certainly to sense it. This particular understanding of it is from Japan, and it's built on the Japanese and Shinto understanding that everything has a soul. Everything. You, me, the stuff behind me, the plants, the trees, the animals, the everything. And while all of these energies are individual and unique, there are several, if you will, frequencies or sub-energies that kind of flow through all of those things, uniting them, supporting them, and doing what they do in the universe. Reiki translates fairly loosely to spiritually guided life energy. This particular energy is already in everyone and everything and flowing through everyone and everything all of the time. Our body, mind, and spirit are very well acquainted with it. And when we work with it through intention, we can connect with this energy and even direct more of it for the intentions of healing, supporting, and just all-out balance as much as possible. Our body, mind, and spirit automatically know how best to use it because they do it all the time. So we don't even have to really think too much about what it does. Much like when we drink water, which we need for every physical function we have, our body automatically knows what to do with it. We don't have to, in our conscious mind, think about it. Very much the same here on an energetic level. As the Reiki kind of comes in, we can set intentions as to what we'd like it to address, be it something physical like ache, pain, illness, injury, or something emotional, our feelings, something more mental like in beliefs and thinkings and thoughts and maybe trying to see a different perspective, spiritual and karmic, and you can insert your cosmology there. That's one of the great things about Usui's particular method. It was secular and available for everyone to kind of like insert their cosmology here. Big reason why it resonates with us here in the West. And so essentially what I'll be doing is connecting with this energy and directing more of it to you for you to use it to support your greatest, highest good. You can set an intention, even if you're at home or at any time during the healing, to sort of bring the idea up and let the universe have it. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent or quiet. You can do either of those two things if you want to, but you can also just pay attention to see what comes up. Maybe you'll get an intuition, maybe your subconscious will have some things to share that we don't maybe get to hear in the waking day. Perhaps we need a really good nap and maybe our intuition will run wild. Maybe some feelings will come up. Whatever it is, it's welcome here. Every session is at least a little bit different. Even if you watch this in the future and experience the same healing again, it'll land differently just depending on where you're at in that moment. Because energy can, it unites us all regardless of where we happen to be, it also unites us all regardless of when we happen to be. So if you're watching this in the future, hello from the past, this healing will support you just as much. So yeah, you don't need to do anything other than support your physical comfort. Lay down, sit up, put a blindfold over your eyes or not. Enjoy the music. I will turn it up for you, and I will turn down the lights. There'll be a gentle movement throughout several different colors in the lights. There will be no flashing or strobing, so you are good there. And in about 25 minutes or so, you'll hear my voice invite you to take a deep breath and come on back. At that time, you'll be able to ask any questions or share any experiences in the chat. If you're watching this in the future, you can go ahead and use the comment function or look in the description. You can find all of my social media contacts there, as well as my community Discord, which is free, my crystal shop, and my online Reiki classes, all of which are enrolling right now. So without any further ado, all you need to do, get comfy, enjoy, and if you feel like you want to also do some stretching, play the guitar, journal a little bit, this healing time is for you to use in any way that feels right. All of your individual energies will be protected and empowered during this session. It's really all for the greatest healing good. So thank you so much for being here, and let's get back into the healing. So what did we vote on, everyone? Do you have a surprise for me? Both. Oh, Sam, welcome in. Help falling down in dizziness. Oh, okay. I can grab something for that. Both is our thing. Bravo, both. It's always both. It's always both. Except that one time. So yeah, so we'll do some, let's see, I'll bring it back to base and crystals. So actually, you know what? I am going up. Grab some smaller ones. Fit a little bit better. And for these guys, going. We'll get equilibrium vibes. I'm gonna get some tourmalinated quartz for Sam. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Oh, that looks and feels super, super delicious. And let's go ahead and tourmalinated quartz is quartz with tourmaline running through it, black tourmaline. It can help, just like rutilated quartz can help direct the flow of energy, and that absolutely helps things like dizziness and things like that. Tourmalinated quartz can kind of help, where it feels like your head is all over the place and swimmy. It can kind of clear any errant energies and kind of push them aside. So I'm going to use some blue kyanite because that can help with neurological stuff, especially with things like mobility. So that can help too. So this is blue kyanite. Blue kyanite does so much. Feel better soon. All right, so everybody go ahead, get comfy. I'm gonna turn up the music. I'm gonna turn down the lights. We're all gonna chill out and feel better. We're gonna go about 25 minutes. And then we will, oh, you're so welcome, Samantha, feel better. Awesome. So I'll go ahead, I'll start to send the healing. You need do nothing, and I'll see you in about 25 minutes. I hope you all feel better, and most of all, on the side of communal chi, the more of us come together, the greater the healing potential. This is a really beautiful evening. So many amazing luminaries here, so many of my students and everybody we've picked up along the way. Thank you for being here. Yeah, this grid wouldn't be what it is without all of you here today. So enjoy. Deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. If you'd like, you can move your fingers and toes. And if you'd like, come back to the chat and express any questions or experiences that you might have had. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, for allowing me to share some Reiki with all of you. Aw, thank you, Jennifer. Oh, you're so welcome, Grace. I'm so glad it's helping, Jen. I'm here if you need anything. I'm close. Very close. But yeah, happy to help, and thank you so much for saying that. Thank you, Martha. You all are wonderful. Absolutely, Samantha. I hope you feel better. Yeah, it has been a long week. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. It's good to see you, Dana. And so if you've been watching on the replay, know that you can come hang out with us anytime. Drop in for a live community distance Reiki. The days and times are in the description. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad, and I hope this helps with everything, Susan. You're so welcome, Vincent. It's great to see you. Cora Carr, future someone, everybody. Yeah, you're looking forward to Sunday. I am too. I am too. But I'm glad that you are. You're so welcome, Martha. Everyone, it's wonderful. Thank you all so much for the kind words. Deeply appreciate all of you. Very, very much. Oh, thank you, Heart. Yeah, this is very grounding, very humanizing to have a time where we can be together and kind of support one another, and it makes a big difference. Yeah, crystals are fascinating, aren't they? I'm always learning more. It's like I've been able to, there's like everything, things are a challenge, and then it's like see what you can make of the challenge. And haven't we all done that since COVID? And one of the definite silver linings is as much as I had to close down my physical studio, it's given me a lot more physical time, like time in my schedule to do things like reading more books and be more innovative and think of more things and create more stuff than I would have had time to create when it was just me running a studio. And two, it's actually been great on my body. Like it's, like I'm, being handicapped especially, it's like, it was hard, like taking the subway both ways and then like schlepping a few blocks in each way to the subway and all of that. It didn't sound like a lot, but it was a lot. And especially like the way that I was just constantly up and going and going and going with very little sit and rest, it's made a big difference to learn how to sit and rest. So thank you all for making that viable for me. This has helped so much. Like now I'm able to see people in person again, but I don't have to do it at the rate that I did before. Like I've been able to create new opportunities because you all were like, yeah, that opportunity sounds great, I'm in. So thank you for being there too. Oh, you have a great weekend too. Thank you so much, future someone. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And everyone out there, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close. It's beautiful to have you all here. So again, if you want to join us this Sunday at 8 p.m., I'm also here Wednesdays at 4 p.m., Thursdays 8 a.m., Fridays at 4 and 8 p.m. And those are my 5 times a week's information on online Reiki classes, all my social media, Crystal Shop, and the community Discord are all in the description. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like the stream if you possibly can. It really helps folks find out about me. Yes, happy Father's Day for all of you that recognize that or are fathers or anything like that. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I will see you here again soon. And bye for now.